Hey, I'm Expectaz, and in this video I'm just going to try to create a song and show me my process. Not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn on the Akai Force, which is the main workhorse over here, and I'm going to create something in it by using samples from all the synthesizers here in the studio. So let's just turn them on and go have some fun, record some audio and whatnot. I have all these devices connected through the mixer, and the mixer is always on. Everything I do on any machine is just heard. I can touch knobs wherever I want, and yeah, all my presets, sounds are in here. So that's just yeah, about it audio wise. Also the MIDI, everything is connected to the Force using two MIO interfaces from iConnectivity, and the Force yeah, is sending MIDI to basically every machine in here, except for the backside of there's a Modular and a Moog sound studio, but there is a second Force which is controlling that, because I love to have the hands-on control and be able to work on the machine and then to touch the knobs, especially, yeah, since there are a lot of them over here. So basically that's how I work. Some stuff is connected directly. For example, the MIDI from this machine is directly going to the Access virus here on top, but I have the other virus standing there. That's the TI. This is an old one, the C, which has a lot of presets that I made back in the day, but they are still really good. So yeah, I like that. So basically, yeah, when I play something, what you now hear is this virus, and this virus, yeah, to me it sounds good. I think I also have the Force record armed, so there's a plug-in running there. I don't want that. This is only the virus. And then what I want to do is just look for sounds and yeah, be inspired by them. And when I hear something that I really like, I just record it using the sampler or directly into a clip on the Akai Force. So let's just go and play and have some fun. And I will do some explanations here and there. I like this. When I do this, I think I'm going to sample that one into the Force, and to do that I will create a new track, just a drum track, add track, and I choose drum. Then I go into Note, and you have all the pads in here, and yeah, I think I want to have them in the top left 16 pads, because I want to have the drums in the, I think, the lower left corner, and in the top left corner I'm just going to sample all kinds of sounds, and we might use them, we might not use them, I don't know, but I'm just going to try. So what I do is I go into the menu of the Force, I go into sampler, and basically what I done is that everything I hear, so the main output of this mixer, the wing, is going straight into the Force. So I can just press arm over here, and when I now press a button, need to choose a key first. Let's choose G sharp. That's what we are going to make the song in. And when I now press the key, the Force will start recording, because the threshold is set, and when audio is coming in, it will start automatically. So now I can press stop, and this is now recorded. I can preview. Yeah, I really like that. So virus C, and what shall we call it? Drone, something like that. And I want to assign it to this pad, and then I say keep. and now it's assigned to this pad. It's in one-shot mode, and I did play that stuff. Not sure if I'm going to use it, but for now let's go into the sample edit. I process it always. I go to normalize and normalize the sample. So if you now look at the sample, yeah, it's normalized. I think I am not able to show it from this angle. Maybe need some second angle, maybe a phone or something to be able to show that. That will come later. Let me just focus on creating this, but that's an idea I all have in mind, that I want to show you exactly what I'm doing. Maybe some heads up stand so you can see exactly what I'm doing, but I think you get the idea. I sampled it, I normalized it, and now it's on the pad and it's in one shot mode. So when I press it, it will play it to the end. That's what I just played on there. I can go into the clip edit and I say I want to have the slice, but then only for the pad, and I can do it like this, and it will only play the first part. That's something I like. And if you look at my videos, I had some trick where you can assign the velocity to the sample start, and in this case it will be really nice to be able to set the start point of the sample, since the cutoff is modified. So basically what you then get is something like this. Let me try if I can replicate it. Yeah, something like that. By using the velocity. And let me set it to note on the sample, because I don't want to have it played all through. I only want to have some kind of amp envelope. So now it's shorter. And I'm going to put an amp envelope on it with some release. This is what I want. This is perfect. And then what I want is the modulation. Amp I will set to 0, but the sample start maybe to 127. So if I now have this sample in velocity mode, just one sample, but since you have the start point set further and the cutoff is modulated, yeah, it sounds like you're doing something. So for example, I can now put it in the step sequencer. Let me just mute this one. The synth, the Rev 2 is now playing. It is starting the sequencer. Yeah, I forgot to turn that off. But what I can do now in this sequence, let's just make it a little bit shorter so it's easier to see. Now it loops only this part, two bars, and then let's do some stuff. Just go crazy. I need something to have some kind of rhythm. So let's find a kick that will just. I have a kick over here. I don't care about the real kick that we are going to use. I'm just going to sample one, so we can use it as a guideline. So arm it again, sample, and let's call this kick for now. And I will keep it on pad A1. That's my kick, mostly in the bottom left corner. So let's process and normalize as well. Now I've put it into the sequencer. Alright, we have something already. I like this, but I want to have some ratchet notes. So what I mostly do is I set the force to step size of 132 instead of 160, and then we're gonna do something here. And maybe I need to shorten them a little. I know. Maybe yeah, that's too long. Just play around and have some fun. Let me delete the first one. It's not really working. That's nice. You get some movement. What I now want to do is to find a complementary sound somewhere in that same key. It was G sharp. That's a good one. Let me sample that one. Really like that. Let's listen to it. Yeah, it's cool. Me like that the preset. I can do edit, process, normalize. Yeah. This question and answer rhythmic thing. I really like that. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe need some kind of arpeggio or something, and I really like the old virus for that as well. It has so many cool sounds. Maybe something. No, that's too old school. something like that is cool, right? So what I now want to do, it is tempo synced. I could record the MIDI if I want to, but I think I'm going to record the just the audio into a clip. Who cares? We will trim and do stuff. So I can now just press record, and now I have the force and record mode. I'm going to record into a clip. This is what I want to record. And my force is set to record 8 bars always, or 16, that's what I decide, but mostly it's in 8 bars. And it then stops recording and loops it, the audio. So I can it should record and loop. I think the audio is not loud enough, but let's normalize this one as well. And then you need to re-trigger it. And it's now recorded into audio. That sample is still in one-shot mode, but I don't really care. I stop this one. Now I go into the drum program that we have, and I want to assign the sample that has just been recorded from the virus onto a pad. That's this one. That works. And the beauty of doing things like this is that you can always assign effects. So there are built-in drum effects here, like for instance this soft clipper. Then I don't know, it could get harsh. I don't know, I'm just going to try, but I hope I don't blow your speakers away. But what that does, it's now soft clipping. So it gets louder and it clips, and might be a good thing. I don't know. But yeah, let's try to just put it on here and play. Maybe it's too loud. I think I like that soft clipper a little bit, because it does give some edge to it. So let's go for it. Just lower the level of that sound. Put it to note on, and I think I need to do it to this one as well. Since I now put this one to note on, I need to extend the note itself to be the full length of the bar. In the forced notes are always 1/16 by default or somewhere. I don't know how to make them longer, only using this knob and use the edit end function. So if you have an idea how to make these notes longer, please leave it in the comments, because I would really like to know how to do that. I don't know, and I've been using this machine for a few years already. I think for 5 years now. So I do understand most of it, but some of these things, don't make sense. So like this one. But when I now press stop, the sample should be stopped immediately. Yeah. I can just stop that. So that's a good thing. Maybe what could be nice is this arpeggio is now on the beat, but we can maybe nudge it with something. I can try that. You hear it now goes into the rhythm. How do you say it? Not straight on the beat. That could be nice. As it was, but I did record 8 bars and the loop I've made is only 2. We're gonna extend that later, since I want to create some drums as well. Maybe it would be a better idea for song generation to have separate tracks, but I don't know, I like to work within one drum track and then create the whole vibe in there, because a nice trick what you can do, for instance, is I go into the mixer and I put a high pass filter here in this effect. This, for example, this I really like. Well, you can then play around. With the effects, and this is a really nice effect just to have on the group of the channels. You can do it otherwise, but when I'm working and I want to play live, it helps when everything is in one single drum track, and that's really great. Alright, now it's a little bit too much because the resonance was set to 20 and that's too high. Now it's not going up in level. I could put a limiter on there, but when I'm working I don't want to have the limiter, or I do it by purpose, but most of the time I just want to have the sound good in the first place, so yeah, the limiter won't really help. Okay, so now it's a little bit busier, but I think the start of the track is here now. It's muted. This one might be a little bit too much, but if you listen closely, it is already some kind of stutter effect. What you could do, for instance, here on the Force, is we're gonna select it. We can put something like this filter gate effect, the air filter gate, and that has really nice options, like these trance patterns. Here is some kind of trance gate. This is without, and this is with. And I need to do something with the cutoff, I think, here. And maybe because now it's in 16 notes, I can do something else. Like in what if I go to 8 notes? That's a really nice effect. Maybe if I put a delay on it, maybe it can be even slower, like 1/4 note. Or not even slower. I always like to experiment with these kind of things, the timing of these effects. That really gives you sometimes these really nice unexpected results that just work. You can also change the pattern maybe. maybe record some panning. Why not? Then it shifts a little bit to the left and right. Playing with the mix. Yeah. And I think this is a good start, but I'm missing the real bass line. I want to have some punchy bass line like the Psytrance or something like that. I'm not sure where I'm going to find it. Let's see. Maybe the other virus. It has no keyboard. I have the desktop version, so now I do need to route it somehow. So I'm now creating a MIDI track on the Force. That can take the input. I need to see if my virus is enabled. I don't know why that is, but when I disconnect synths, the virus preferences are sometimes gone, the MIDI preferences, so I need to reconnect it by using the sync and track buttons. I've asked Akai to look into that, but haven't heard about it, but hope it will be fixed once. Let's see, that was my phone. Mute it. If all is well, I would have sound from my Virus TI over there. So let's go connect it. Oh, that's a nice sound. Yeah, I like this sound. It's not the bass I was looking for, but hey, that's the last sound I've used in a previous track, I think. But yeah, that's a little bit like acid or something. So I only need to record it once. Yeah, that's cool. Let's go for it. And I need to go into, yeah, why not in the drum program again. So normalize that thing. Let's listen. It's a little bit too loud in here in this mix, but we'll fix that. The driving bass line, I hear it in my head, but it's not there yet. So I want to go and look for it now. Yeah, let's go for the virus. And now at that sound, but let's look for a bass sound, something. Maybe it helps when I just that could be a nice one. I think it might need some EQing, but it does sound very good, I think. And if I make it into a 16th bass, which you hear a lot in this melodic genre, yeah, it will work probably. Let's just go for it. Now I'm sampling that. Let's hear. Yeah, got it. Assign it to that one and call it bass 16th. Something. Edit. Normalize. Yeah. That's a good one. Put it into note on mode. Put the envelope on it. Very short one, and let's go do some simple psytrance bass kind of thing, just like these notes, and have a listen what happens. Yeah, it works. Maybe too loud. Let's fix that. Maybe I can play with the velocity a little bit. I always like to play with the velocity, then you get more movement. Maybe more release also. The sample is set to mono. Let's go to make it more polyphony. I will say 3 or 4 is okay. Then it doesn't cut it off when I make the envelope longer. And what I can do as well, that's a nice thing. I think the Force has a very nice filter as well. It's an MPC filter in there. And when I just go and play around with it, I can lower the cutoff and maybe put some more resonance on it. You hear the edge of that sound. Let's make it a little bit too much so you hear what I mean. What I do. That's just a sample now. We did sample it from the virus, so the bass of the sound is very good. But then you can just play around and do goofy stuff. And you can always record those movements as well. That's always nice. Let's do it just for as a missing that that low bass. That's not a problem. We're gonna search for it still. Let's go for it. This. I like it, but it is soft, and I don't know why that is. Can I? In it, because I can then lower it. You cannot add frequencies, but you can subtract them. So this is the max of what I want, and then I can edit it with the MPC filter on here if I want. Going to record it. Oh wait, go again. Discard. Yeah, I like it. It's a good one. Also normalize. Yeah. And you notice I also recorded using the reverb. I think in this case the reverb is coming from the Access Virus, and that's a really good reverb. I always like to have this sound of the machines in them, or the reverb from the wing, or even external reverbs, because then you get character in your sound. And when it's sampled, you don't need to think about it later on. It is in there, and it sounds good or it doesn't. It doesn't really matter. Otherwise you can get stuck in a mix later, and you keep tweaking things and until it sounds right. But most of the times the initial recording was right, the sound you had was good. So if you record it like that straight away, it's going to work. And if it doesn't, just throw the sound away and re-record it or do something. But yeah, try to commit to audio as soon as possible. That's my thing today, and I think it really works. I do need to do something like the note on thing again and put some envelope on there. Also, I want to have some polyphony as well, because this is what we did for the other sample, and I want to replicate it a little bit. It will be too loud probably. Also the filter is too high up. Let's listen to it solo. It's too much. But then I will assign the filter. A little bit of decay, sustain, lower, have some depth. Shorter. I'm just playing with the filter envelope, and the filter is also set to MPC. Maybe you can add some resonance, see what happens there if I do it. No, that's not going to work. You hear the squelchy sound. This? I don't want it. This is good. Maybe just a tad, a little bit. Takes care of the bass, but I do want to have some EQ on there, so I'm gonna put the para EQ from air as well in there and boost the low a little bit, some dBs, not a lot. That's 2.9, so 3 decibels. Now it's off. Let's unmute the other one that we had. Start to move and come together. What I now do notice is that my kick is now getting to the background. It's not as loud anymore as I would like to. Drum sounds. I have the kick. Maybe this kick also needs some EQing because I just recorded it straight from the Syntakt and it's not properly fit into the mix. Going to use the paragraphic EQ for that as well. No, that's too much. It's going to that is going to have the low mid around 200 Hz. If you lower the gain there, you get a dip in that frequency, and that really helps to round the kick a little bit because that's where the mud is, or what is it called? This. To my ears, it sounds really better. I also like to do with the samples. Sometimes when you sample from an analog kick like the Syntakt or the analog Rytm, or you create it yourself, it helps if you just change the pitch in the sample. You don't know what happens, but sometimes you feel there's more punch, or I don't know why that is, but sometimes it works. Now in this case it doesn't really. You do hear that over here it sounds more tuned to the rest, more in phase, but I don't like how high it is. And I think also that the level of my drum is now exceeding 0. It's also something I see on my mixes, so I need to lower it in my force to avoid the clipping. I don't want to have the clipping. That is it's really nasty, and it doesn't. Yeah, it's technically just not correct. It is clipping, and you don't have any control over it. But if you lower the levels, then it's fine. Then you have the headroom. You can also put on a limit or something, but I don't want to do that. I think I like the beat. Let's save it. 1 minute, I'm saving it right now. This is the beat that we have. And in the next part, I'm going to create more drums to make it more alive. And also lead melodies and complete the track. I don't know how many parts this is going to be, but it is just something I'm also doing for the first time, so I'm learning, and I like to teach you guys what I know and how I work, and I hope you enjoy. And if you do, please consider subscribing and hit the like button. That really helps me out, and thank you for watching. So see you later. Bye.